Hello, my name is Michael Myers, and this is my persuasive speech on hydrogen peroxide. Simple little brown bottle that you can find at lots of your maybe like CVS or Walmart's or whatever. Heck, I think many of the general stores will commonly carry this. So here I have this little solution here. It's already been shown before because I'm trying to do this video. This has got 1 cup of water and one whole teaspoon of, which is 15 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide in it. So let me put these down, and I'll show you here is we got this toothbrush head. This is a different one. This is my dad's, kind of a little bit more beat up than the other one that I was showing before in a different thing. It's a little bit blue, and we're gonna take this and just drop it right in there, and it should start bubbling up here once the hydrogen peroxide starts activating, because that's where all these other suds came from the first brush that was dropped in here. So it will start working on that, and this will take a good, so you can already see like that middle part's kind of got shit coming out of the center of it there, floating up towards the top if you can see it. It's really hard with the solution in there already because it kind of already cleaned out one brush, but it's very effective on cleaning those out. So now I gotta wait for my camera to adjust itself. Thank you. So in the past, 3% hydrogen peroxide was usually found only in your first aid kits, but today I'm here to encourage you to consider it a valuable cleaning tool and other such uses. I will discuss 3 reasons why 3% hydrogen peroxide is a must for college students as a proven effective low-cost multi-surface cleaning agent, stain remover, and remove stain from your favorite colored shirts, such like these ones maybe, or even darkers. Cost is a huge factor. 3% hydrogen costs an average $1 for 32 ounces. So this one probably be cheaper, maybe even, because this one's only 16 fluid ounces, so it's probably cheaper. So that's at least sorry, got a little bit of that stuff on my hand. Make sure you get rid of it though, because you definitely don't want that on your skin for too long, because it will cause bleaching of skin, kind of a little bit. So that's where like the bleach blonde and paradox blonde came from, because when you use it in your hair, it would leave a whitening effect that's like kind of like almost like bleaching your hair rather than your clothes, but it's a little bit softer, I guess. So but you still have to be careful with it since it's a chemical. So you want to put it on daily rotations of when you use it and treat your hair with the peroxide. So the Center for Disease Control says peroxide kills yeast, fungi, bacteria, viruses, and mold spores. Hydrogen breaks down quickly when it meets air or water, so it's considered safer than chloride chemicals, which makes perfect for cleaning household surfaces, so like toys and stuff like that, which I will talk about later, and stuff like that. Since it makes air and water meet together with hydrogen peroxide, it will dry up in like maybe 10 to 15 minutes once it hits the surface. So it makes it very safe to use on children's toys and stuff like that and stuff, but you definitely want to make sure you keep them away until that time is up, and by the time that stuff is dried up. So the versatility, it removes bacteria and stuff. So E. coli and salmonella are 2 of the bacterias. Undiluted hydrogen peroxide is very effective at ridding. You can use it to get these kind of viruses off your cutting board by soaking it in hydrogen peroxide for 10 minutes, and that should help get any of those bacteria that are still on the cutting board from using cutting meat or such, so then it doesn't affect any other kind of food. A gallon water bath with 1/4 peroxide will remove bacteria to keep, you can even use fruits in this way, vegetables, and this will keep them fresh and longer in your refrigerator, since it will stop browning, because most of the browning caused on fruits and vegetables is caused from bacteria getting on the food and just kind of causing the food to rot and mold. So it's great for cleaning surfaces again, so like metal, glass, and plastics, kids' toys and pets, toys and bedding, even doorknobs. So just put that on there on a doorknob, let it dry for 10-15. It gets rid of any of the stuff on the doorknob that normally comes from our grubby people hands, So, and then or children's hands. So it can be used on flooring. You want to be careful for wood flooring and stuff, because it can cause fading and whitening of floors as well. Put it in a bottle with 2% or 2 tablespoons lemon juice, and it'll make a scented spray that can help disinfect things as well. This seems all too good to be true, but but there is more. How about laundry stains? So everyone in healthcare knows hydrogen peroxide is the golden standard for removing blood on whites, but colors, 3% peroxide can be used on colors after a small test, of course. So usually you want to take these tests, and if it's like a colored shirt like this, I don't want to take it, and not really the outside of the shirt, because that's where people are going to see it, and if the stain's out here, you want to test it and maybe take the inside of your shirt and do it from there, or take it from a seam or hem and then test it, take a little bit and rub it in there and see how it removes the stain or how it affects your clothing, and make sure it's not going to cause any kind of whitening in of its own. Let's see. 3% on colors after baking soda for really tough stains. So if the peroxide's just not enough, adding baking soda can add that little bit of toughness to peroxide to help get rid of those really tough stains in your colors. It also works on whites to whiten them. So I mean, instead of having to use bleach and get that bleach smell by putting bleach into your washer, you could just pour in peroxide. And since this stuff is pretty senseless, I mean, it's been sitting here by me. It doesn't really have a scent to it, so you got to be careful with that. So, but it doesn't have that horrid, really strong bleach smell that you get from using bleach. So you can use that as an alternative to whiten lights if you don't really like that smell, or if like chlorine is still in sometimes it can really get into the clothing. So I mean, if it's on your skin and you're worried about that, you can use peroxide instead, since it's a lighter agent, and by the time it comes out of the washer, it should all be gone by then. Now that you know about 3% hydrogen peroxide as a proven low-cost, versatile, and effective disinfectant and stain fighter, I urge you to rush out to your nearest store and buy a container of 3% hydrogen peroxide and get busy letting it work. It's magic. So, and one more thing before we leave, we'll look at this one more time. All the suds in there. It's working on that toothbrush again. And that will end my presentation. Thank you, and have a good day.